Today, we're going to deploy a static website. I'm going to give you 3 different ways to get this done. Simple, simpler, and simplest. We're going to start in reverse with simplest, but before we do, let's take a look at what we're deploying. Here's the masterpiece we're going to wow the world with. Blew your mind, right? Check out that lavender background. Now, I know what you're saying. What's this? I came here to deploy my Next.js social network or my Nuxt SSR CRUD app 101. Well, this video is not for that. We're going to be deploying pre-rendered or static code only. This example is stupid simple, just an HTML file and some styles, but you could deploy output from Gatsby or 11t, for example. All right, let's get started. First up, Netlify. Go to netlify.com/drop. The tagline here are the instructions. Let's grab the folder with my masterpiece counter page and drop it onto the Netlify page. Now, this is a temporary URL, so while your website is live, to make it actually legit, you're going to want to create a free Netlify account. This lets you add a custom domain, get a free SSL certificate, and of course, update the deployment when you add new features or pages. Oh, did I mention it's free? Now, I want to keep this concise, so we're not going to go into Netlify in detail, but instead, we're going to move on to our next slightly more involved deployment option, Cloudflare Pages. To deploy Cloudflare Pages, you're going to want to first create an account. Once you do and are on the dashboard, on the left-hand side, go to Workers and Pages, click the Create button, select the Pages tab, and click Upload Assets. Cloudflare wants you to create a project. I'm going to call mine Magnificent Counter. Click Create Project, wait a few seconds, then drag and drop the folder with your project. Click Deploy Site, and you're done. But before you can visit the URL, you have to give Cloudflare a few minutes to wire up the DNS entries. So grab a drink or hit the John, and by the time you're back, your project should be online. All right, still pretty easy, right? Let's up the difficulty a little and move on to GitHub Pages. To use GitHub Pages, you're going to need to have a GitHub account. Once you're in and on your dashboard, click on New in the top left. Under repository name, type in the name of your project, in my case, Magnificent Counter, and then click Create. Now, usually when using GitHub, you'll want to do these commands here. This is the quote-unquote proper way to use GitHub, but to keep this simple, we're going to click this link here, uploading an existing file. The small difference in this scenario from the previous two is that instead of uploading the folder, we want to upload the files inside. All right, almost done. One last step is to enable Pages. Go to Settings, then Pages on the left. In the Branch subsection, in the dropdown, select Main. Leave the root as is, and click Save. You have the option of adding a domain too, and you get a free SSL certificate. To see your site in action, go to https:// your username, so this is the username of your GitHub account, .github.io/ and then the name of your repository that you just created for this project. In my case, Magnificent Counter. All right, and here's the website. There you go. 3 different ways to deploy a static website. All of them free and all of them stupid easy. Hope this was useful. If it was, you know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.